Hi lovelies, it's Emma with Polly's Paper Crafts and I've got something a little bit different for you today. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I usually do regular sort of 12 by 12 layouts, but I went to Barcelona, took a heck of a lot of photos, and one photo or two photos per page was just not going to cut it, so I went pocket style. You can see I'm just flipping through the first couple of pages that I'd done. It took me a little while to sort of get into the swing of pocket pages. It's quite, I don't know, let me know in the comments if you do sort of pocket and 12 by 12. Do you find it easy to switch between the two? I think because I haven't really done a whole lot of pocket pages, I don't know, it was a little bit of an adjustment period, let's say. um, but I've really enjoyed it actually, and I'm really enjoyed the pocket sort of style. Um, I do have a process video for my very first title page. I filmed that quite a while ago. I actually went to Barcelona nearly a year ago now, so it's taken me quite a while to scrap these, and I think possibly because I was going to do it pocket style, it kind of put a little bit of block on it, like in my mind. Like there was a bit of a I don't think I can do this kind of feeling, which I know is probably totally ridiculous, but it kind of, yeah, it definitely put a block on it. But now, it's nearly a year later, I decided, you know what, you need to get these photos done. So that's what I'm doing. So the next few videos that you'll see from me will probably be sort of pocket style, and I'll probably mix in a couple of 12 by 12 layouts in there as well. You can always head over to UK Scrap Addicts as well. I do scrap 12 by 12 over there, and sometimes little traveller's notebook thrown in. Now, what am I doing? So you saw me a minute ago. I flipped through like a little notebook. That was like my very first kind of DIY traveller's notebook that I did, and I actually took it to Barcelona with me. And it's turned out to be really handy. Like I say, this trip was nearly a year ago now, and in that notebook, I didn't have a photo printer, so I didn't print off photos or anything, but I did write things about what we'd done during the day, little bits of conversation that we'd like laughed at, or I took some washi and stuck in some tickets and receipts and that kind of thing. And now, like scrapping all my photos a year later, that's really come in handy because I've pulled an awful lot of my journaling from there, and that's something that I've done really different in my Barcelona pages in my pocket sort of scrapping, because I've really tried to focus on the journaling, and which I don't usually do on 12 by 12. It's usually like the last thing I think of, and if I write something, it's probably not particularly um, like meaty. It's not really much substance to it if I do write something. But it was something I really wanted to concentrate on for my pocket pages. So what I've done is I did definitely find it easier to start sort of each pocket with a white background. Now I think that stems from doing my 12 by 12 pages, because if you follow my channel you'll know that I usually tend to start with a white cardstock background. Um, so that's what I did here. Now, the sort of products that I'm using throughout these pages is the Crepe Paper Oasis collection. I thought it was perfect for the sunshine photos. And I've also got that gorgeous foil word that's from Heidi Swap. So I'm using like those kind of things, and I'll just sort of mention a few different products as I go through. What I really liked about these pages as well was they actually came together really quickly. This first page that I'm sharing with you is quite photo heavy, so there's not an awful lot of room for journaling. But what I have done, and it's a bit unusual for me, so my stamps are my weakness. They are the one thing that I always look at and go, oh, I'd love that stamp. Or, it's the one thing that I always really want, but always sort of convince myself not to buy. I know that don't make sense. It doesn't. I know it doesn't. But I don't know, I think because good quality stamps tend to have a higher price point, um, and there's always something else that I want to buy, but stamps are always something that I really look at. I have got a few stamps, and of course, typically, I never use them. Well, with these pages, I'm making a conscious effort to try and use those stamps. So I'm using the stamp set from Chanel, that's the Starshine collection. And it's got this gorgeous little camera in, which I've stamped in Ranger Archival on some white cardstock, and I'm going to fussy cut that out, and that is going to go on my photo. And then I'm going to stamp directly on my photo. Ooh. And that's kind of inspired by, I've been watching an awful lot of Dearly D. She does like Project Life pages, and Essie Ruth. She does sort of Project Life and a couple of Traveller's Notebooks and that kind of thing. And she uses stamps quite a lot. And of course, Cuddy Perky, she stamps on photos, and that's kind of well known. But yeah, so I stamped that Explore under the camera, and that's stamped directly onto the photo. So I'm going to leave you with some close-ups, guys. I hope you liked this video. Like I said, it's a little bit different for me. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and stay tuned for some more, because I still have lots of photos from Barcelona to scrap. So until next time, guys, bye!